Aleichem, peace unto you. I'm Rabbi Kaba, bringing you useful wisdom from the ancient Jewish Talmud that you can use in your own life. We are studying Nedarim, the topic of vows, on page 6, and where our sages are talking about when a partial declaration, maybe it doesn't have all the words or phrases, is still legally binding on a person, and they have a religious obligation to fulfill their word. And our sages bring a really interesting case. What if a man is talking to a woman? It's obviously a woman he knows, and he says, hands her a ring or a coin and says, "You are hereby married to me." And she accepts, and then the man turns to the other woman who's next door and says, "And you." So what does that mean? Does that mean he also wants to marry her and he also wants her to be betrothed to him as well? Or does it mean, and you should take a look and see how great it is to get married, and you should maybe consider marrying me in the future? So what exactly is he saying? Now, it's interesting, our sages say if he says "you too," then it's perfectly obvious he intends to marry the second woman as well, and he's sort of marrying the first woman in front of her to kind of nudge her into accepting marrying him. Or he could be saying, and you look and see how great it is to get married and get engaged. Mazel tov, wish me mazel tov. So in either event, it's a really important lesson about social pressure. Is that when we see someone around us doing something, engaged in certain behavior, maybe it's getting married, maybe it's going on certain vacations, doing certain things, we feel that behavior is totally normal, and we're more likely to engage in it as well. So if a man hangs out with people who, maybe they drink too much and they smoke cigarettes, maybe even he doesn't normally do those things, but around those people he will start to do those things. It's a very common trope, and because it's true, is the people you spend time with, the most time with, you become like those people. So it is a valid point. If you see people getting married, you're more likely to get married too. And another interesting thing that this man is doing, and it sounds strange to us, but Jewish law allows a man to marry more than one woman. And what he's doing is he's marrying one woman in front of another woman that maybe he's interested down the line and also marrying her. So this is what we call social proof. So social proof is when people see that you're accepted or successful. So if the second woman sees that the first woman is willing to marry this man, and she says, "Oh, there must be something valuable or interesting or great about this man. Maybe I should consider marrying him." And it's something to think about when you're going into a new setting with people you don't know yet. Maybe there's a way you can demonstrate social proof, to demonstrate that you have value and you're interesting, and maybe you're a good conversationalist, or maybe you're well-dressed. So these are all things to think about when you're meeting new people. If you're around people that already know you, then, obviously you're talking to them and socializing them and interacting normally, and people will see, okay, this is a normal guy. But when you enter a new situation, sometimes it's hard to, avoid anxiety or a little apprehension about meeting new people. So think of ways you can show that, hey, you're just a normal, likable person, to show that you are accepted and you have that social proof. So these are two really interesting lessons from this. It's a hypothetical case. Don't try this at home. It's hypothetical, but these are two great lessons from the 6th page of Nedarim. Have a great day. Be well.